Bye bye championship and pie. Drove my Dodge to Kentucky and it f***ed me. Greetings, it's your boy Smithers bringing you Chase Race numero 6, and my fine mechanics on this Valvoline number 10 team have been great to me this season. I can't believe that I'm only 4 measly Ron frickin' Weasley points away from Kurt Busch, who's looking to Matt Kenseth style his way into a second championship with 0 wins across the season so far. There are definitely other threats that you need to be keeping your eyes on who could possibly swoop in and steal the championship trophy away in these last 5 races. On lap 7 of the very first run that these COT Cup cars have ran under racing conditions at the New Hampshire road course, a heavy championship contender, Smithers, made contact with another Chase contender, Clint Boyer. He spun off into the grass but recovered nicely until pulling right into the pathway of the number 16 of Greg Biffle. Now, spotters have had a hard time clearing cars all weekend at the crest of this hill, and Smithers fell victim to that multiple times. He had dropped to 25th place, and he was still running on those same flat spotted tires that he had skidded on until his scheduled pit stop. Picked up spots along the way, all the way to the white flag, when he was running 11th, and then picked up 6 more spots on the final lap due to slow cars holding up the positions that he needed ahead. He bounced back to a 5th place finish and saved his championship run. Once again, we had the 2 open subscriber entries that many of you had had a chance to run this season. Looking forward to bringing them back around to Talladega. Then next, they'll be waiting for 2 new drivers to attempt the 2009 Daytona 500. Qualifying day at the New Hampshire road course came with great success for all of us. Shadowheart in the EA NASCAR 09 Chevy started outside of the front row, and Says Night Owl put the number 45 on the inside of row number 3 in 5th place. You guys had quite the clean races and stayed on a consistent rail every single lap, holding your top 5 position strong. Shadowheart finished in 1st place by 15 seconds. Says Night Owl finished in 4th, just a few seconds ahead of myself. I had an absolute blast racing in the Whelen Modified series. I was sitting on this idea for a majority of the 2008 season when it was brought up to me way back in 2007 during the finale. These kinds of races might get dusted across the 2009 season a little bit more frequently, because this was hella frickin' fun. We qualified in 3rd with a beauty of a race car. The America Missile was screaming freedom all night and the car handled great. I wasn't able to get up to the lead, but I made a sick wreck avoidance maneuver, but for some reason got black flagged for passing absolutely no one under caution. Fast forward to the reshaped sprint for the final 25 laps. In the closing laps, I got caught in a tight scenario that led us to getting 4 wide and wrecking. I struggled on the restart with 5 laps to go and wound up finishing 5th in my Whelen Modified debut. NASCAR's Kentucky Speedway project got done a little bit early here in the Smithers realm. This track's looking beautiful. This NR2003 track was created by Smithstead. Shouting out creators again, feeling like I should, especially with this one because this track is built great and the bumps around the curves, it feels just like how I feel like Kentucky was. It's got patches of asphalt all over the place. It's a handful to get around here on this COT car for sure. But these custom creators also created a very badass setup to put on and slap on. I had to do a little bit of adjustments because I wasn't quite making the same lap times that the top 5 were, and look at that, we're in the top 5 qualifying, and look who's starting on the front row right in front of me. That's the 2 car of Kurt Busch. He is going to be a threat up here, I feel like, for the rest of the season. Harvick, who won back in Nazareth, who's had some forward momentum the last few weeks, is up here in 4th as well. Tony Stewart is on the pole. Forgot to mention that, but he's kind of fallen out of the chase contention. Bit of an upset in the top 5. Marcos Ambrose and the Wood Brothers number 21 machine qualified himself into 5th place, which is pretty good for that little Debbie Ford. The rest of our drivers fighting for a championship are going to be starting today's race just inside the top 10. Got Boyer, Gordon, Kenseth, and Edwards rounding out those positions. Burton is just outside the top 15, same with Kyle Busch in the 18 M&M's Camry. Johnson is way back in 20th, and I think that is the farthest back out of the 12 drivers. That Lowe's 48 team hasn't been great in qualifying, but they've been sneaking their way through and getting some points while other drivers have been having some faults. Looking at the bottom half, the rest of your starting grid down here, nothing else looking any different. Of course, Sadler and Mears, they're the worst out of the Hendrick camp and the Everham camp, staying true to their performance all season long. Even though this is the first race, those stands don't look too packed over there on the far end of the track. I know it's the rendering, but half the grandstands are filled and everyone's down here in turn 1. Ooh, Stewart's rocking the Subway colors here. That's gonna look good along the green walls. We've got 67 laps around this failed mile-and-a-half speedway. NASCAR is no longer running here, but I enjoyed some of the races. I mean, the racing wasn't great, but racing on it in the games was fun. I don't know about a driving perspective for some of the other people or some of you guys that play these games, but for me, myself, I just enjoyed it. The bumps in the corners, it made it difficult for the car to handle. I had to really wrestle the car around the corners, which had some fun, and I believe it was in one of the later Last Two Technics games as well, and that's when I really fell in love with it. But here we go, 67 laps on NR2003. This shit's gonna be rough. It's gonna be wearing tires out, green flags out. I'm gonna be getting up through these gears, trying to stay close to these two guys in front of me. Kurt, I gotta try and get in front of him and get some points on him. I'm only 4 points behind, and this ain't gonna do me any good being right here. Taking turn 1 and 2 very low, still side by side with the 29. I knew he was up there somewhere. Cleared, we've fallen back to 4th place. That high side seemed to, oh fuck, we're on the apron. I cut that too short. Get back in line here. 1 and 2 seem to power the momentum along the high side for the people there on the outside row. Harvick was able to flat foot. It looks like there's a nice paved groove up there about the 3rd lane on the track that isn't as bumpy as the rest of it. So maybe once I start losing some grip on these tires, I'll walk my way up that way. But for now, I'm going to try and stay in line with the rest of these guys. If I can get a different momentum angle, like I'm about to sneak under the 29 right here, is inside. Here we go, moving for 3rd place. Definitely going to have to keep an eye and keep an ear out for my tires, you know, gonna have to check on them every so often and listening to see if I'm gonna, you know, have to come down. When I did some practice, the tires would wear out quite fast. Like as far as a 67 lap run, you'd think like I'd do one pit stop for this race and that'd be it. But I had to do about two, almost 3, because of how worn out the right front would get, because I'm shaking the wheel trying to hang onto the car around these bumps. My car's like skidding across them, and that's wasn't great. I did recently put in like a spring adjustment though right before I started this race and started recording, and that seemed to help out with my lap times by a couple of tenths and the car handling. As showing now, we're 5 laps in, I'm still hanging on to the back bumper of the 2 car. They haven't pulled away from me yet, but I had to just get out of the gas or I was going to hit the frickin' green wall up here. I've already had to slow down a little bit. The 29, a Harvick's coming. I've been watching and I noticed that the AI like to enter the corners really high and they send it in there and they get on it and then they get back out of the gas, because I see flames shoot out like about halfway through the corner and then they get back into it again. But like turn 3 right here, they enter up so high. Trying to follow Kurt's line, see if I can dive down in here. My car's not wanting to stay grip exactly. I mean, it kind of did. I don't know. I'm a little bit too far away from the 2 car to kind of exactly tell if I got down low enough in the corner. I know I got the 29 and the 99 hounding, breathing down my neck. At least I think that's Edwards back there. It looks like him. Biffle's got a very similar paint scheme. It's more black than red, but that Jackson Hewitt scheme looks very close to the Office Depot scheme. Here comes Harvick on my inside. Gonna have to give it to him. He's got it. Looks like it's somehow power around the outside of this corner. I almost did it, but I had to get out of the gas. Stewart and Kurt Busch are gone. They are leaving us behind, sailing their ships. They're going to the next race. They're heading to Alabama, or they're going to Talladega. Dega! Anyone that watches this channel, a fan of Cletus McFarlane, I got fucking Dega Bega stuck in my head all week long. Dega Bega, Dega Bega. I'm going to be hitting up Talladega in my next race. I wish it would have timed out a little bit better. That would have been perfect, but it never does. Eventually I'm going to maybe do a week-by-week series with the actual NASCAR seasons, but maybe not with this one. This series is on a train to be catching up to real life, and I'm still trying to cook through 2008. It took me a lot longer to get through this than I thought. I was hoping to bust this out by the end of 2024, and here we are 4 months into 2025, about to be 5. It's almost May, and I'm still in 2008. We're just about to wrap it up though. My car is falling off quite a bit. I just smacked the wall. That didn't help me at all. Hang on to her. Boyer's trying to get onto the apron to fucking pass me. I was gonna play with the throttle a little bit. Just gotta play with the throttle. We got back into her. Powering back around Boyer. This might be where I have to start going to the outside. I don't know. My car, I noticed when I kept going down to the bottom in practice, it cooked the outside tires. I could not stay down there without wrestling it like a freaking alligator in Florida. Now we've got the 11 and Denny Hamlin and his Kinkos, his kinky FedEx paint scheme. I imagine I'm going to get passed by a couple more people here pretty soon. I mean, I'm trying to hang on to the outside best I can. I'm going to be side by side with the 11 down the back straightaway. It's Denny time. Anyone remember that commercial?
It's Denny time.
Fucking cringy ass shit. Never did I ever want to see Denny Hamlin's nipples on my television, and it was on a national commercial all season long back in these days. I am just getting freight trained on the inside here. My car can't get down there anymore. I mean, it can, but I can't get the power. I'm scared to put the power down like they are because I'm going to shoot up to the wall. My car's not sticking. She's dancing across these bumps. Trying to stay on the dotted line, trying to keep it on the dotted line. I knew this race was going to be a fight. I knew it was going to be pretty difficult to hang on to my positions. I just knew coming into this it was going to be fucking not an easy race. Last week I had to recover, and that what didn't make last week easy. You'd think it was a road course and how we performed. I was going to be cruising around like it was nothing, like an AJ Allmendinger kind of thing. But we struggled. I got spun and I had to recover. Mile and a half we've been doing better on than we did last year. Last year our average finish probably was a lot worse. I crashed a lot more at mile and a half than I did. Oh, thank God that's a caution. Kenseth, fuck. They got the momentum. They got the momentum. Kenseth's going to get by me. How about Johnson? Told you Johnson was going to come up out of nowhere. Ooh, I needed that. I needed a break. My car was starting to fade. Where are we looking at for tires? I got to pit. I have to pit. There's a wreck on the back straightaway. Everybody came down. I was worried about making my adjustments and stuff, so we kind of just cut up to me going down pit road right now. It's all me. I was making sure I had all 4 tires, got enough fuel in the car, and here we are, right in front of Harvick. I really don't know what adjustments I can make on the car. Like, I can't go any lower on the track bar, and if I go a wedge, I feel like it's just gonna screw me on the exit of the corner. Well, look at that. Even after everything's said and done, me and old Kurt Bushy are still next to each other. Did I gain a spot on pit road? Am I back up in 8th? That'd be nice, even though I'm gonna lose it anyway here in about 10 laps on the run. So, cause for caution. The 8 car of Mark Martin, DEI, just shuts down here going off into turn 1. No smoke coming out the back end, nothing coming out the pipes, no signs of anything, just lost power. Tried to get out of the way, but 41 of Sorensen, here he comes, pounds right into the back end of the 8 car, and that just, leaves the car blocked with 2 race cars. And I know the 15 eventually comes in, gets collected as well, same with the 28 of Travis Kvapil, and the 55 of Michael Waltrip. Big wreck down the back straightaway. More cars taken out than I thought there was. On board with Reed Sorensen and his target, number 41 Dodge Charger. You're going to see Mark Martin get split by 3 cars up ahead, and Sorensen just didn't pull down in time. Mark got up right up against the wall. Should have probably gone down to the apron instead. Getting lined up for a double file restart. First time I'm bringing back the caution mod after a little bit, and we finally get to use it properly. 36 cars are on the lead lap, 21 laps are complete, and we got 47 laps to go. I'm down in 9th place after falling back from 3rd where I started the race, and I'm kind of nervous that I'm going to fall back even farther because my long tire run, it's rough. Once these tires get worn out after 5 laps, I'm starting to fall backwards. So if I can gain back up into 3rd and then fall back, that'd be ideal, I guess. We've got the 24 and the 48 up here, 29, 16, 2. A lot of chase contenders up here, 99, 29, 20. We're all up here trying to stay in the tire tracks of this Lowe's 48 machine. I wonder if that's why, like, Johnson's been sucking, because he uses the Cobalt car. I don't think I've got, like, the ratings for every single paint scheme quite lined up. I know there's Lowe's 48 machines timed in and tuned in. I just missed the bottom there, gave them the bottom to Boyer. I'm in the middle of 3 wide, between 2 RCR cars. Get out of it. There we go, back to the high side. Close up to the back bumper of the 31 car, go to the outside. I was trying to look to the inside. Kenseth's coming, I got a block. Never mind, he's got too much power and momentum. Come in on the brakes so I don't rear end Johnson. Woo. I was sailing in there a little bit harder. Come on, Johnson, clear a pathway for me. Give me a tap. Right towards the end of the straightaway, I gave him a little booty tap. Knocked him out of the groove. And I followed him up there, shit. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. We're coming through. Power on the outside. Johnson's clear of the 2 car. I'm really focused on corner entry, so I'm just kind of shutting up and just looking and praying and hoping that I don't slide through. I'm starting to use the brake a little bit more so I don't like just skid into the corner. I think that's probably why I wore out the hell out of the outsides. That was a freaking nervous little hornet's nest we were in right there. I was staying on my toes. Things are starting to calm down a little bit up here at the front, but we were jostling for positions for quite some time. I got to run on the booth, going to the apron. Haven't made a pass down here yet, probably sketchy. Got the position, going into 1. Oh fuck, we sent it too hard. Kept her in the dark, kept her in the dark. Oh, I thought he was going to give me a tap there in the middle of the corner. He was closing in hard onto my back end. Not quite, didn't gain back up to where I qualified, but we're in 7th, and there's 3 spots right here that are clustered together. I'm drafting up to the back of the 24 car. This Valvoline car's got speed. She just don't handle too well in these bumpy corners. 40 laps to go in the race. Nice even, 20 and 20. Definitely gonna have to make 1 or 2 more pit stops, like I said. Ooh, I got a nice run off of 4. Here we go, Gordon. What you got, pretty boy? I guess I should have called him the golden boy, not the pretty boy. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. He drove the rainbow machine. He was the freaking flashiness of the 90s versus the Intimidator. I'm getting my freaking nicknames all mixed up. Gordon, what the fuck you doing? Oh, fuck, I had to get on the brakes. Damn it, damn it. What the hell was that? I had to check up. I didn't want to get to the back 24. That was going to possibly wreck me. I was just talking nice about you, too, and you had to go and do that shit on me? Now I'm really boxed in here. Oh, fuck, I was just clear of all of this. We'll be fine. Just hang on the outside. I'm gonna have to work and get this back. I'm gonna have to get back up through this. I gotta get back ahead of Kurt. I was doing just fine up there with the 24 and the 7. He had a bit of a wiggle, and I knew if I was gonna rear end him, that was gonna fuck me over more than like spinning out the 24 car. I was gonna go spinning down in the tri-oval. I know for a fact that's how that was gonna go. Oh, I tried to close in and box Burton off, but they got their nose in there. Send it high. Hope it sticks, make it stick. I can't get a full throttle in there because I can't angle the corner like I was when it was all single file. I'm out of the top 10 now. I had to cut Burton off. I'm glad that that worked and I didn't just spin myself. Stop the bleeding, and now we can try and get our mindset back right to start heading back forward again. I cannot believe I almost fucked myself so hard like that. Reagan Smith's just coming off of pit road. See that he's unscheduled, or could be scheduled for him, I don't know. Definitely not scheduled for the rest of us. 33 down, 34 down, 34 to go. We are splitting the halfway mark now. The second run of the race has not gone very well for me since that upset in that wall smack. Trying to avoid the 24 car, and now I think my car is starting to wear out now to where I can't get the power down on the bottom of the track, and I'm already back in 12th. So what kind of damage is this going to do for my race? And another caution's back out. How's that gonna... Okay, probably people are gonna be making pit stops again. The 41 is parked on the track. What the fuck, Sorensen? You need your freaking racing card pulled or something. What? Couldn't avoid Mark Martin, who was blowing up on the track, and now you parked yourself in the middle of the racing line. I feel like my car was doing a little bit better. I didn't change anything that run. I'm gonna change the wedge a little bit. Honestly, I don't know. I might just keep it the way it fucking is. Oh yeah, we're coming back down again. Everybody's coming back down. Busy pit road. Watch out for checkups too. Everyone's freaking trying to park on each other.
Image looks fine. It looks fine. We'll get ice bag and tear up. Take 5, turn 2.
Where do I have damage? I guess I did bump the wall after the 24. My mind, I swear, things go in and out of it so fast. Get that shit fixed, let's go. Oh my god, how hard did I hit that wall?
Go, 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 go. Pit lane speed 50.
I'm gonna be all the way back here with the freaking squirrels and goonies and boonies. Did I really smack the wall that hard that the damage had to get repaired for 15 seconds? Well, you can see the 41 car here with his hood off from the repairs that the team made to the damage he got earlier in the race, but clearly some mechanical things took some hits as well, because he's coasting down here, down the back straightaway, and just at this point the caution's out and he stops right there. I don't know why he couldn't just pull it off onto the apron right there as well. It would have also, I mean, it wouldn't have brought out a caution in NR, but in real life it would have. I'm all the way outside the fucking top 20, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to drive my ass off just to get back up there like I did last week at New Hampshire. Man, I know most of these guys are gonna be nervous about next week at Talladega, but I'm sure as hell looking forward to it. I know we're gonna be at least moving towards the front, trying to block for, you know, leading some laps and at least competing for the victory. These last couple of weeks have been really stressful for me as a driver to try and at least keep the points for this championship. Like now, I'm gonna have to charge my ass up to the front. At least we got the damage repaired on the car from smacking the wall. It's like the bottom just doesn't give you the momentum. Like, I don't know what's... I gotta go up to the high side and make my shit work up there. Just trying to get through here, just trying to get through. Find myself a hole maybe to get to the top. Can I clear the 12? Nope, I'm gonna have to clear this 22 car on the inside and make it work from there. Here comes Newman on the inside. I'm gonna get the power down. Get away from him. Okay, at least now we're up here. We're gonna try the outside and see what we can do with that. See if we can gain some stuff. There we go. Now we're building momentum. Here we go. Here we go. This is what we need. Gain 4 or 5 spots in a corner on a lap while we got fresh tires. Do it while it's fresh. 99's way up towards the wall. They're like 3 wide up there, maybe 4. McDouche, you're... Of course, you're owning your name right now. I almost doored the 31 car. I'm being aggressive. I'm trying to get through this field. Up in the 16th at least, based on the last lap. I've passed some cars since then. Closing on the 43 Labonte. Don't worry. Not even going to worry about I'm just trying to side draft you a little bit. I know you might race me a little bit hard, but we got power. We're going places here in this run. Leaning on that one. My car did not want to turn and I didn't want to crank the wheel any farther because it's starting to shave off the rubber on the right front. Shaving it like fucking ice cream shavings or something, or ice shavings for a slushy. Up in the 12th. Got her on the 24 car just recently and looking on the 17 of Matt Kenseth on the outside. Maybe the 88 of Junior, but the door's going to get shut. Stewart's gone. He's way up there off into turn 1. Harvick's in second. Hamlin. Everyone else is in the line right here. There's the 2 car, not too far away from me. His brother Kyle, younger brother's up there as well. Everybody's still up here. This is if you're a chase contender, you're going to be performing pretty damn good today, or else you're going to lose a lot of points to everyone else. I just fucking made contact with the 88. We're good though. Saved it. Kenseth, don't you try to put me 3 wide. Oh, I had to get on the brakes. I had to get really hard on the brakes. I was about to go up into the 88 again. Just calm down. We finally just got back into the top 10. Definitely got to play with the gas all the way around these corners or else you're not making it around. At least with the way my car is set up right now. I gotta keep getting in and out of it, burping it, getting around the center. Once the tires have lost all their beginning grip and they're scuffed up, it's all about throttle control, baby. Kind of hope that we get another break and we get a caution, because I know we still got 20 laps to go. Yeah, my right front's going to need to get replaced at least one more time, and everyone else I think is going to... Oh, I thought that was about something else, but it's just telling me to keep digging, be paid, keep on going. Everyone's still like stacked up here, like no one's getting ahead of the 11. Fucking... Oh, he just got shoved out of the way. Trying to keep the 17 pinched down to that line as well. I'm not trying to lose my top 10. Gotta keep that streak alive. I've only had 1 chase race so far where I finished outside the top 10, and that was Richmond. Another race where I wasn't too confident in. I am very surprised, but I'm also very happy with how this chase run has gone. I am like very proud of how it's gone, I guess, with my own performance, with how the cars have been working. I think this one, though, is going to be, unless things work out for us in the last 17 laps here and we catch a caution, we all come back down one more time and get 4 tires, and I turn off damage repair if I've even got any. And we go at this again. Really just sticking to the side of the 17 here, doing what I can to keep the momentum on the high side. I'm the only one running the second lane. No one else is up here. Everyone is single file freight training around the bottom. Bottom feeders, you bunch of catfish. Who knows, we might just run this to the end. We've only got 16 laps to go. It's not good for me though, because I keep losing positions on the inside here. 24 car just checked up again. He's been doing that more than once. Did that to me, now he just checked up the 07 and all those guys behind. We're going to be definitely having to make a green flag pit stop within like 10 to go or something. It's going to be about getting right side tires and that's it. Just made the adjustment to just get right sides only. If we have to take a green flag pit stop, I'm preparing for it. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. No damage repair, thank goodness. Just trying to keep my foot in it, keep digging. Trying to stay in line with the 88, got the 17 breathing down my neck again. I'm going to go to the high side this time. He charged in there real hard. Here comes the 24 on the high side. Boyer's coming as well. Car's not getting the power down. Come on, Valvoline machine. We don't have much longer to go. Kurt's going to definitely gain some points on us if things stay how they are. He's all the way up there in like the top 5, 3rd place, I think, 4th place maybe. Things are going to stay pretty close though. No one's making any major gains, I guess, other than me losing to the 2 car because I'm way back here. If I was up in the top 5, it wouldn't be so bad. Still nothing on tires. Things are getting worn out and we have 11 laps to go. I'm in 11th place. Nice little common similarities there. 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now I'm in 12th with 07 Boyer's got by me, and I'm trying to squeeze to the outside of him, but he's not even acting like I exist up here. All of us are hanging on for dear life, I think. Just got the call. 10 laps left now. I still don't think these right sides are gonna hang on. Yeah, my right front's gone. I gotta come down this time.
Clear. Pit lane speed 50.
No. I think I definitely sped coming down pit road. Damn it. My brake wasn't braking. I was on it all the way in the middle of 3 and 4, even going into 3. Oh man, that black flag might have costed me a good finish. I hope to God that NASCAR wasn't watching me. I hope to God that they were watching somebody else. Brake. Brake. It didn't work. What is going on with my fucking rig? It's back to this shit again. I've lost so much time. There goes my race. I had to come down anyway. There was a flat right front. It was red. Here's our catastrophe race. Here it is. No! My freaking brake pedal. Every single time, like, it's been so finicky recently. I have to, like, unplug the pedals, replug it back into my wheel, and then the brake pedal decides to work, and even then I have to like mess with the wire that is inside like the pedal itself that makes the pressure for the brake on the spring. I know I gotta come in. My race is done. We are gonna finish so badly, and everyone else is gonna finish well. I was up there with them, even with 6 laps to go. Bye-bye, championship and pie. Drove my Dodge to Kentucky and it fucked me. I don't even know why I'm changing tires. Yeah, we're out of it. 2 laps down. Hey, we made it out. Look, everyone else is still going. I just couldn't keep my right front together. Remember that for next season if we come back to Kentucky. I need a different setup that's going to hang on to a right front. I've got nobody to pass for position, do I? The 41 and the 01 are the only 2 that on track that I can get position on. So I guess that's what I'm aiming for with these final 3 laps. This race just fell apart so fast in those last 20 laps. I was hoping for a freaking caution or to at least make it to the end, I guess. I didn't think I was going to, and I sure as hell did, and I don't know how everyone else did. I can't wait to see how far I'm going to fall off onto the points now. I'm definitely not going to be the point leader after today. I'll probably be on the 2nd page after this. Oh, white flag, final time around. I still don't even see Sorensen or Reagan Smith, so I think 40th is going to be where I finish. Squeezed it around the 55 of Michael Waltrip there, going to the inside of the 96 Greens. Hauling so much more ass because I've got fresh tires now. Things just didn't time out this time. It just didn't work for us. 40th is what we get. I hope that's our one and only bad fucking race of the whole chase right there. We better be clean, fucking clean the rest of these races. Talladega, Texas, Phoenix, Homestead better be wins or top fives. I don't even know how many points I lost today, but I know being 4 behind from second and then everyone else finishing like up in the top 15. Honestly, the only people I can get mad at is myself for not clicking off the damn damage repair button and not figuring out a damn setup to save my right front. I don't even know if it was possible anyway. I was really trying on that second run to try and run on the high side and not put the wheel in it as much, but it didn't work. I'm gonna need something to take the ease off of this painful race before we head into Talladega next week. It has been the Kentucky Smoke Show all night long as Tony Stewart and his Subway number 20 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing has dominated this race from the pole, led every single lap, and the 2 cautions that we've had tonight have kept him in that lead too. There's been no green flag cycles. This number 20 has been dominant all night long. It's been a little bit too late though. He struggled through the entire chase for the first 5 races. He's gonna need this momentum going into next season, having a lot of pressure, starting a new team with Gene Haas. Gonna be driving the number 14 Chevrolet, but getting at least one more victory under the number 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing, which he has made his whole career on so far in the NASCAR Cup Series. Haven't seen the heartache for the number 10 tag in a while on this little news scene. We were just 10 laps away from making it to the checkered flag and crossing the line, at least in 12th place, which would have been decent for our run. We were kind of around there all day long. We were up in the top 5 a little bit, in the top 10 mostly. We were having a decent day, but that right front couldn't hang on. I might have pushed it there on that last run, going from 21st, trying to charge up as far as I did, and I might have pushed that right front too hard. I tried to stay up on the high side on that last run, and nothing that I could do as the driver could help. I might have just overcooked her too much, and it cost us quite a bit. We are no longer in second place. We're no longer even in the top 6. We have fallen down to 7th position. We're 121 points out from Kurt Busch now, who has extended his lead from 4 points to 37 on the 29 of Kevin Harvick, who is pretty much the only RCR car left in competition. Burton has now fallen down to 11th, and Boyer is staying nearly 200 points out from the lead. Stewart, with his apex dominating day, transferred him back over to 6th place in the points, and he might actually have a shot to come back. I really thought he was out, but with all these bonus points and how much points we actually get per race, 100 plus really isn't that much. Even I still have a shot if I have a full perfect day somewhere. I'm hoping Talladega gives us, a golden horseshoe and we get that Dale Jr. Junebug spirit within our race car and we can ship her to the front and hang on to the front. Texas we struggled in a little bit earlier in the season. Phoenix and Homestead we've done well at in the past too, but I've just got to make sure I can get through Talladega. Maybe some of these guys can get collected up in a big massive wreck and I can really gain some points on these guys. Kurt Busch has been knocking top 5 after top 5 after top 5, and someone's got to break this man's consistency or he's going to steal this one away. Matt Kenseth has been pretty much in 3rd place in points this entire chase run so far. Gordon is gaining slowly back up to the lead. Johnson has gained some points on Kyle Busch and myself, and Biffle has overtaken Burton. We had a really good streak going for 5 races and it had to break at some point, right? That's all I have for you at Kentucky today. I'm going to do my best to try and just brush this bad race off and move on. I'm going to look forward, look to Talladega, look to try and dominate that. Plate races are another track that we've done fantastic at this year so far. Just got to stay clean, stay out of the big wrecks. That Talladega race will be the next and the last opportunity for the subscriber car entries for at least this 2008 season. Obviously, they're going to be returned for 2009, but that won't be till the Daytona 500. So keep an eye out for your opportunity to get your name in the hat and have a chance to get your ass in the seat of one of the 2 cars, possibly 3 cars if I can get my hands on it. You guys are awesome and fantastic. I can't thank each and every one of you enough for supporting the channel and the content that I make. I don't say this too much, but if you guys got any free time over the next week or weekend or so and you want to binge some of the seasons or go back and watch some of my older seasons, I would greatly appreciate it. I love you all. I have a hole I gotta dig myself out of. Pressure's on now, and I'll catch you guys for Dega Bega, baby. Peace out.